What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'll go my WWE Raw review on highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please full watch the video before you connect with me the right way. Also, turn on post notifications to get notified when I premiere a brand new video or go live on YouTube Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Follow my social media, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord, and the rest down below in the description. Now let's get started. Now, Monday Night Raw was a boring show, and I give it a 4 out of 10. Monday Night Raw was live from Indianapolis, Minnesota Target Center. The commentators were Michael Cole and Wade Barrett. Okay, then, now, forever together. The WWE video leads us into the show. Okay, a video package with the highlights from the 2023 SummerSlam event is shown. We go live in the Target Center in Minneapolis, in Minnesota. The new Raw commentary, Michael Cole and Wade Barrett welcome us to the show. The first hour of the show will be commercial free. Michael Cole talks about SummerSlam being the highest grossing and most watched event. Wrestling has more than one royal family. The American Nightmare Cody Rhodes makes his entrance to an anonymous reception from the Minneapolis crowd. Cody Rhodes enters the ring and smiles with a Cody chant fires up. Cody Rhodes posed for them. Cody Rhodes was vicious over Brock Lesnar this past Saturday at SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes lifts the microphone to speak, but he's interrupted by another Cody chant. Cody Rhodes chant. Cody Rhodes says, so Minneapolis, what do you want to talk about? See, I hate that part right there. Anyway, let me continue. Cody Rhodes wants to talk about one of their own, a beast that had his claw sharpened here, educated here, become champion here, the University of Minnesota's own Brock Lesnar. Cody Rhodes has had the privilege, honor, and mistress of standing across from the beast and surviving him. That's one thing. What happened next, he could have never imagined. An image is shown of Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes shaking, Cody Rhodes, it said Cody Rhodes shaking his hand at SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes had a conversation with his mother this morning about the situation. He told her he was shocked. He said, "Dummy, don't you know what just happened?" Brock Lesnar acknowledged you. The crowd cheers acknowledgingly. Okay, Cody Rhodes says after SummerSlam, he feels on top of the world. Cody Rhodes feels like he can beat anybody in the world. Burn it down. Seth Rollins comes out. World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins makes his way to the ring in wide, oversized yellow boots. Cody Rhodes looks intrigued. See, I'm sick and tired of Seth Rollins' theme song. Me and Showstopper TV are the only two are sick and tired of Seth Rollins' theme song. We need that old Seth Rollins theme song back. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, let me continue. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins stand across from each other in the ring. Seth Rollins walked to the side to retrieve the microphone. The crowd is singing Seth Rollins' song loudly. Seth Rollins shouts, "Minneapolis, welcome to Monday Night Rollins." The last time he came out here to address the future of the World Heavyweight Championship. Cody Rhodes was the first man to walk down to the aisle and get in his face. This is Seth Rollins returning the favor. Seth Rollins asked if he heard right when Cody Rhodes said he feels he can beat anyone in the world. If that's the case, why don't we put that feeling to the test? The Judgment Day music hits. Senior Money in the Bank, Damian Priest walks out alongside Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley and NXT North American Champion Dominic Mysterio. Damian Priest says they think they run Monday Night Raw but it's the Judgment Day. Damian Priest says that the Judgment Day dictates what happens with champions around here. More specifically, Senior Money in the Bank does. We already have the most dominant world champion here in Rhea Ripley. We have the North American champion Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio's name gives a huge boost. Cody Rhodes might be done with the Beast, but Dirty Dom isn't done with him. Dominic Mysterio is the workhorse. He'll be defending his title on NXT. What will Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins been doing? Dominic Mysterio gets in Cody Rhodes' face. Dominic Mysterio goes to speak, but the crowd loudly boos him down. All of a sudden, Finn Balor attacks Seth Rollins from behind. Dominic Mysterio works on Cody Rhodes, undisputed WWE Tag Team Champion. Sami Zayn runs down to make the save. Sami Zayn closes on his name and frees out of the ring. Cody Rhodes hits Dominic Mysterio with a Cody Cutter. Finn Balor gets punched by both Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes. Seth Rollins then big boots Balor out of the ring with his oversized yellow boots. Cody Rhodes stands on the middle turnbuckle and challenges them. Cody Rhodes says he has a solution for all of this. There are three of them in the ring tonight in Minneapolis. Sami Zayn, and Seth Rollins face the Judgment Day. The crowd loudly cheers. Good opening segment with Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins teasing a regainting of their great rivalry. I know it says it says I know Cody Rhodes said he didn't want to face Seth Rollins again, but he'll probably have to have to happen at some point. Good to get the Judgment Day involved in this. Later tonight, we'll see exactly what went down in tribal combat between Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. Replay our showing of the brutal matchup with Gunther and Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam. Gunther defeated McIntyre to retain the WWE Intercontinental Championship. And all I gotta say is, and I do agree with Showstopper TV, Gunther is a better champion than Roman Reigns. And that's all I gotta say. But I agree with Showstopper TV on that one. Earlier today, Ricochet is complaining to WWE official Adam Pearce about Logan Paul's using their brass knuckles at SummerSlam. Chad Gable, Matt Riddle, and Tommaso Ciampa walk up. Adam Pearce says he's going to make a fatal four-way to determine who will next face Gunther. Gable says we're in his home territory, and he'll teach Gunther a lesson he'll never forget. Ricochet makes his entrance. Replay on showing of Logan Paul using a brass knuckles to defeat Ricochet at SummerSlam. So we get the number one contenders fatal four-way match. Ricochet versus Matt Riddle versus Tommaso Ciampa versus Chad Gable. This was a good match. The winner of this match will face Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. For the WWE Intercontinental Championship. The bell rings and they all cautiously approach each other. Ricochet dropkicks Gable. They all trade pins for one counts before winding up in a stalemate. The crowd chants for Gable, who pulls for them. Ricochet takes Gable down. Ciampa and Riddle go at it. Riddle and Gable then apply stereo ankle locks to Ciampa and Gable. Respectfully, Ciampa and Gable put themselves out of the ring to get out of the hole. Gable and Riddle are left in the ring. Gable picks the leg, but Riddle quickly twists out. The tussle around before getting into a stalemate. Ciampa clunks the skull of Gable and Riddle. Ciampa gets Gable out of the ring and turns into a springboard clothesline from Ricochet. Ricochet hits a standing moonsault for a 2 count. Ricochet lifts Ciampa, but he slides off. Matt Riddle crushes Ricochet with a fisherman's buster, but Gable breaks up the pin. Gable hits a hangman DDT, but Ciampa breaks it up. Ciampa hits Gable with a reverse DDT, but Ricochet breaks that up. Ciampa stumps Ricochet with a forearm. Ricochet gets out of a fairy tale ending and hits a snap kick to the face for a 2 count. Ricochet sends Ciampa up and goes to the top rope. Riddle quickly cuts him off and stands on the top rope. Ciampa climbs up after them. Gable Gable then comes up and superplexes Ciampa, who suplexes Riddle, who turns Ricochet inside out with an insane backflip slam. Okay, I'm sorry. Gable goes for Chaos Theory on Ciampa, but Ciampa gets out. Gable then applies an ankle lock to Ciampa. Ciampa gets the bottom rope, but there are rope breaks or disqualifications. Riddle wipes Gable out with a knee to the face. Riddle powerbombs Gable and knees him in the face. Riddle covers but lets it go. Ricochet hits Gable with a stand-in shooting star press. Riddle hits Ricochet with the exploder. Riddle then takes Ciampa out with a final flash knee. Ciampa stumbles to the corner. Riddle puts Ciampa on the top rope and climb up. Riddle hits Ciampa with a superplex. All of a sudden, Ricochet hit Gable hit. All of a sudden, Ricochet and Gable hit them with a shooting star press and a splash. Respectfully, however, Riddle and Ciampa get the knees up and pin them for a near falls. The crowd chants, "This is awesome." All four men are down. They all trade punches and chops from their knees. Riddle kicks Ciampa, but Ciampa blocks it. Ben Riddle's toes and stumps his foot. Gable then clotheslines Ricochet out of the ring. Gable hits the ropes, but he falls out after the top rope is pulled down. Riddle hits Gable with a wild springboard floating bro. Riddle goes to get in the ring, but Ciampa hits Willow's bell. Ricochet then hits Gable with a somersault senton. Ricochet goes to the apron and does a springboard, but Ciampa needs him out of midair. Ciampa follows up with the Project Ciampa on Ricochet. 1-2 Ricochet kicks out. Riddle grabs Ciampa in the ring and hits bro Derek. Gable breaks up the pin with a diving headbutt. All four men are down again. A Gable chant picks up again. Gable gets to his feet and trade punches with Riddle. Gable ducks a kick and goes for Chaos Theory, but Ricochet counters and hits Riddle with a recoil. um, Gable goes Chaos Theory on Ricochet, but Ciampa hits Ricochet with the Famouser. Gable then crushes Ciampa with the Chaos Theory for the win. Ciampa kicks out half a second too late. The winner of the match, Shaq Gable. This was a good match. WWE Intercontinental Champion Gunther is shown smirking backstage as he wrenches the result of this match. The crowd gives Gable a loud ovation. Gable grabs his little son and runs around ringside with him. Gable's son is dressed like his father. Gable kisses his cheek and says, "I love you." Wow, a fatal four-way match. That was a PLE quality match. There were some really creative spots in this match. I love going with the hometown hero and Chad Gable for the winner. Really sweet moment with his young son after the match. Gable happy Gable is getting a shot. Okay, excuse me. Video package. Cody Rhodes defeats Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar puts over Cody Rhodes and shows him respect after the match. Cody Rhodes is talking with Sami Zayn backstage when an angry Seth freaking Rollins walks up. Seth Rollins says he wants this match, but he doesn't want to be on a team with Cody Rhodes. Sami Zayn says he knows that there are a lot of issues here, but they can't take out the Judgment Day tonight. They put Kevin Owens, who is friends with all three, on the shelf. Excuse me. They can't deal with the Judgment Day once and for all. Can they get can they get past all the issues? Cody Rhodes says he's cool. Seth Rollins puts his head down and thinks before saying, "Yeah, I'm cool." Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins walk off the opposite directions. Sami Zayn says they didn't feel cool. Video package: Jimmy Uso calls his brother Jay Uso the undisputed WWE Universal Champion in a tribal combat at SummerSlam. That part got everybody upset. Jimmy Uso returns to the bloodline this Friday on SmackDown. Undisputed Undisputed WWE Universal Champion Reigns will also be on the show. The Miz is backstage waiting for a photo shoot, but the photographer says he'll have to wait. LA Knight is showing taking a bunch of photos. Miz is upset by this vision. A replay I was showing from 3 weeks ago of Tommaso Ciampa attacking Bronson Reed, causing Shinsuke Nakamura the match by disqualification. So we get Shinsuke Nakamura versus Bronson Reed. This was a decent match. Okay. They lock up and Bronson Reed backs him into the ropes before giving a clean break. Nakamura stumps the mat and walks around. Bronson Reed backs Nakamura in a corner and letting him go without doing anything to him. Bronson Reed applies a side headlock. Nakamura wipes him off, but Bronson Reed easily runs him over before doing Nakamura's come on time. Nakamura strikes away at Bronson Reed and takes him down to the mat. Bronson Reed ducks a spin kick, but Nakamura gets away from him. Bronson Reed connects with a back elbow. Nakamura pops up and fights back, but Bronson Reed still takes him down. Bronson Reed flexes his muscles. Excuse me. Bronson Reed lifts Nakamura up, but Nakamura slides off. Nakamura goes for a sunset flip, but Bronson Reed stays standing. Bronson Reed goes for a cannonball, but Nakamura moves. Nakamura moves. Nakamura catches him with a sliding kick and digs his boot into his chest with some good vibrations. Nakamura then tells Bronson Reed, "Come on." Bronson Reed charges, but Nakamura knocks him out of the ring. Nakamura knocks Bronson Reed into the commentary table. Bronson Reed shoves him away and gets in the ring. Nakamura follows him into the ring and hits the ropes, but Bronson Reed lifts him. Nakamura slides out and hits the ropes, but Bronson Reed avalanches him down. Bronson Reed then crushes Nakamura with a leaping elbow drop. Nakamura rolls to the apron to try to catch his breath. Nakamura kicks him in the head, but Bronson Reed responds with an avalanche off the apron. So we go to commercial break. Back from commercial, the referee backs Bronson Reed up. Nakamura holds his chest at ringside and rolls back into the ring. Bronson Reed immediately stomps Nakamura and stands on him. Bronson Reed taunts the crowd before applying a neck vice to Nakamura. Nakamura starts to fight up, so Bronson Reed grounds him with a bear hug. Nakamura fights up, slides out of his grip, and hits an overhead kick. Nakamura hits the ropes, but Bronson Reed takes him back down with a big boot. Bronson Reed taunts the crowd and applies a chin lock. We return from the break to see Nakamura kick his way out of the chin lock. Excuse me. Bronson Reed elbows him back in charge, but Nakamura boots him back. Nakamura then comes off the second rope with a diving kick to the chest. Nakamura kicks and punches away at Bronson Reed, stunning the big man. Bronson Reed puts the brakes on a whip and sends Nakamura into the ropes. Nakamura rebounds with a running kick for a 2 count. Nakamura goes for the second rope and dives, but Bronson Reed grabs him. Bronson Reed hits a snap power slam and nearly spikes Nakamura on his head after not rotating enough. That looks scary. Bronson Reed hits a running sit out power bomb for a near fall. Bronson Reed can't believe it. Bronson Reed goes to the top rope, but Nakamura lays him out for a knee to the ribs. Nakamura signals for a Kinshasa, but Bronson Reed scoops him up and hits a nasty Death Valley drop for a near fall. Bronson Reed signals for another powerbomb, but Nakamura gets out. Nakamura whips on a rebound kick, so Bronson Reed close hunts him down. Bronson Reed heads to the top rope for a tsunami, but Nakamura moves. Nakamura follows up with a Kinshasa to the back of the head. Nakamura goes to the corner and hits a second Kinshasa for the win. The winner of the match, Shinsuke Nakamura. This was a decent match. Good hard hitting match with Shinsuke Nakamura going over Big Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed questions Nakamura with a few moves tonight. It was a rough match. I don't know what it is. Bronson Reed all the tools, but something isn't connecting yet. I'm a fan and hope he figures it out. Replay our showing from 3 weeks ago of Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley constant with Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Last week, Raquel Rodriguez returns, but Rhea Ripley managed to hurt Rodriguez's knee again. Earlier today, a WWE medical official told WWE official Adam Pearce that Raquel Rodriguez is still not ready to compete. A dejected Raquel Rodriguez listened to the news alongside Candice Ray and Indy Hartwell. The man Becky Lynch makes her way to the ring with her new hair color. It's half red and half blonde. Well, we'll hear from Becky Lynch next. Commercial break. Headlines from SummerSlam and different news outlets are shown. Maxine Dupree is talking on the phone. Louis Castle walks up to her. It says Louis Castle walks up to her and she looks disgusted. Louis Castle says he wants to congratulate Chad Gable from inform him that the ring general is looking for to women the ring with him. She tells him to get out of their locker room. Louis Castle says she has all the potential in the world. But some people just are just better than others. Louis Castle has an A+ for everything. The guy she is running around with aren't. He calls Otis a big disgust freak, so she slaps him. Otis gets in his face and challenges Caster to a match tonight. Caster agrees to the match. Caster is looking forward to seeing Maxine Dupree as well. So we get Becky Lynch address facing Trish Stratus next week. Replay our showing of Zoe Starks immediately breaking up the match. Yeah, breaking up. It says breaking up the match. With Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus last week on Raw. Becky Lynch fought them off until Trish Stratus hit Becky Lynch with a chair. Adam Pearce informed Trish Stratus that she will face Becky Lynch again with Zoe Starks bar from ringside. This match will take place next week on Raw. Becky Lynch stands in the ring and listens to a Becky chant. Becky Lynch says the man has come around to Minneapolis. She says she is so close to the end. It has been months doing everything in her power. She has been fighting, taking, scratching, clawing, winning, losing, overcome the odds, and falling again. She is tired and worried, but she is also hopeful and ready to put an end to this saga and Chara Ray when she finally gets a rematch next week against Trish Stratus. It's the greatest of that generation versus the greatest of this generation until infinity. There will be no interference from Zoe Starks. Zoe Starks interrupted and comes out to the stage. Zoe Starks says Trish has already beaten Becky Lynch. Has Starks. Stark says Becky Lynch is afraid of her. Becky Lynch asks what she's doing. Becky Lynch knows how good Zoe Stark is. Maybe she's too good for her own good. Zoe Stark just wants it easy and hitch her ride to Trish Stratus, looking for an easy ride. Zoe Starks is too stupid to realize that Trish Stratus is dragging her down. Zoe Starks is playing second fiddle to someone that won't be here after next week. When Becky Lynch beats her, Zoe Starks says she doesn't play second fiddle to anyone. Becky Lynch is also right when she said Zoe Starks is very good. Becky Lynch is jealous as Trish Stratus kick Becky Lynch aside and pick her up. Zoe Starks has mastered this game. Shayna Baszler interrupts. Shayna Baszler, fresh off a victory in an MMA rules match against Ronda Rousey, beating her by technical submission, makes her way to the ring with a nasty black eye. Becky Lynch says Shayna Baszler look rough. Shayna Baszler says you should see what Ronda Rousey looks like. Only you can because she beat her and drove her out of WWE. The crowd loudly cheers, and that a light. Thank you, Shayna. Chan picks up. Shayna Baszler says she knows she wasn't originally invited to this party, but she couldn't help but feel like she was referring when Zoe Stark said she is the baddest. Zoe Stark says Shayna Baszler is the baddest punching bag of all time. Zoe Stark says she sent Shayna Baszler home with her bag. If she stepped up to her, Becky Lynch says those sounds like fighting words. They should fight in Minneapolis. Becky Lynch calls out Adam Pearce to make this official. WWE official Adam Pearce walks out to the stage. He asks for a referee and makes Shayna Baszler versus Zoe Starks official. It is next. Becky Lynch finally get organically over tonight. She wasn't saying anything strangely tonight. Either Zoe Starks also sounded much more confident on the microphone. What a shiner! On Shayna Baszler interested in what they do with this match. Video package: Seth freaking Rollins defeats Finn Balor to retain the World Heavyweight Champion at WWE SummerSlam. There were a lot of miscommunications between Finn Balor and the Judgment Day, particularly Damian Priest. Finn Balor is talking with JD Madonna backstage. Damian Priest comes up and tells JD to go away because this is Judgment Day's business. Finn Balor says JD Madonna can stay. Damian Priest asks what is going on with Finn Balor and asks where he was earlier tonight. Finn Balor didn't tell them that he was going to jump Seth Rollins. Damian Priest says everyone knew that he came out at SummerSlam to help out. Still, even with his help, Finn Balor lost. Finn Balor blames Damian Priest for losing. They get in each other's faces until Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley stepped between them. She's cooled them down. JD Madonna is JG says it is not his place, but that briefcase is getting between them. Maybe Damian Priest should get rid of it. Finn Balor and JD Madonna walk off. Damian Priest isn't happy, but Rhea Ripley keeps him back. Did you see the way that JD Madonna looked at Finn Balor? He was like, that look on Finn Balor's face really says it all. But I know for a fact that JD Madonna is going to join Judgment Day. Me and Showstopper TV see it coming. But anyway, let me continue. Tonight's main event will see World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins teaming with undisputed WWE Tag Team Champion Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes. Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes to take Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and the NXT North American Champion Dominic Mysterio of Judgment Day. Now I'm getting tired of the Judgment Day competing in the main event every week. Yeah. Now let me continue. So we get Zoe Starks versus Shayna Baszler. This match was boring. The bell rings and they lock up. Shayna Baszler quickly hits a waistline takeover. Zoe Starks fights up, but Shayna Baszler takes her down again. Becky Lynch is seated at ringside, drinking some lemonade. Wade Barrett says there is no bitterness in the lemonade at all. This is a reference to post that Becky Lynch made over the weekend, which makes people suspect she was upset her match was seemingly cut from SummerSlam. Paul Triple H brought it up at SummerSlam press conference and snide away. Anyway, back to the match. Zoe Starks gets Shayna Baszler in the corner. Zoe Starks hits a snapmare and stomp the bruised eyes. Zoe Starks applies a chin lock, but Shayna Baszler quickly gets out. Shayna Baszler is holding her eye in pain. Zoe Starks digs the eye into the ropes and stomps her. Zoe Starks hits another snapmare for a 1 count. Zoe Starks applies a modified chin lock with her forearm squeezing on the black eye. Shayna Baszler elbows her, but Zoe Starks takes her down. Zoe Starks applies the chin lock and drives her elbow into Shayna Baszler's eye. The crowd cheers Shayna Baszler on. Shayna Baszler fights out, kicks away at Zoe Starks, and hits a Sato suplex. Shayna Baszler then clotheslines Zoe Starks out of the ring. Shayna Baszler puts Zoe Starks in the ring. A short connects with the kicks to midsections. Zoe Starks soon boots her back and hits a nice springboard missile dropkick. Commercial break. We back from commercial break. Zoe starts with Shayna Baszler's sternum first into the corner and stops her. Zoe starts hits a slingshot twisted senton for a near fall. Zoe starts applies the chin lock, but Shayna Baszler throws her off. Shayna Baszler quickly pops up and yanks Shayna Baszler down by the arm. Zoe starts pulls Shayna Baszler's arm around the top rope and pulls on it. Zoe starts connects with an arm breaker and points at Becky Lynch. The picture ends here. We come back from the break to see Zoe starts applying a chin lock. Becky Lynch is still seated and happily sipping on lemonade. Shayna Baszler fights up and elbows her, but Zoe starts knees her in the midsection. Zoe Stark sends her to the ring to the corner, but missing avalanche, Shayna Baszler hits a pair of clotheslines before hitting a bicycle knee in the corner. Shayna Baszler connects with a German suplex, followed by a running kick for a near fall. Shayna Baszler sides Zoe Starks up for a knee, but Zoe Starks avoids it and hits a nice kick to the face for a near fall. Zoe Starks stumps Shayna Baszler and applies an armbar. Zoe Starks then lets the whole go and stumps the arm. Zoe starts to rip Shayna Baszler's elbow guard off, but Shayna Baszler avoids a stump. Shayna Baszler takes Zoe Starks down, but quickly stumps her with a super kick. Shayna Baszler turns her inside out with an inverted gut wrench suplex for a near fall. For a near fall. For, I'm sorry, it says inverted gut wrench for a 2 count. Becky Lynch came out for came out to see for that. Zoe Starks knocks Shayna Baszler back and jumps, but Shayna Baszler goes for the Gafudo clutch. Zoe Starks fights it and sends Shayna Baszler out of out of the ring. Zoe Starks takes her down with a nice plancha and gets in Becky Lynch's face. Zoe Starks puts Shayna Baszler back in the ring and yells at Becky Lynch. Shayna Baszler applies a Gafudo clutch on the ropes. Shayna Baszler lets it go before being disqualified. Zoe Starks snaps the arm off the ropes. Zoe Starks gets in the ring, but Shayna Baszler catches her with the world baddest slam. Ronda Rousey Piper's Pit for the win. Becky Lynch spits out her eliminate A-Line Triple H. The winner by pinfall Shayna Baszler. This was a boring match, but I know Shayna Baszler is a babyface. That's all I gotta say. Just a match with Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks. I was more interested in Becky Lynch with her lemonade at ringside. Fun stuff. Byron Saxton is backstage with Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura says he was tired of people getting in his way, but now he won and will carve his own path. That sounds that sounds that sounds pipes being knocked over is heard off screen. We see JD McDonald viciously attacking Sami Zayn until officials pull him off. Sami Zayn's elbow looked very messed up. Commercial break. So we get Otis accompanied by Maxine Dupree versus Louis Caster, accompanied by Giovanni Vinci. And this match right here, this was a quick match. Otis quickly backs Caster in the corner. Caster fights out and punches at the midsection, but Otis dances and shakes it off. Otis gets fired up, so Caster hooks the head. Otis wipes him off and hits the shoulder tackle. Otis connects with a scoop slam before charging, but he hits the ring post. Shoulder first when Caster moves. Caster quickly kicks Otis in the face. Caster clubs away at Otis' head and looks at Maxine Dupree. Caster whips Otis' face and approaches Dupree. She gets on the apron and yells at him. Otis turns Caster around and punches away at him. Otis hits a deadlift exploder and avalanches him in the corner. Matching the free looks pleased at ringside. Caster drops down and Otis rips his shirt off. Giovanni Vinci jumps the apron so Otis suplexes him into the ring. All of a sudden, WWE Intercontinental Champion Gunther gets in the ring and boots Otis in the head. Caster kicks Otis in the face and pins him for the victory. The winner of the match, Ludwig Caster. But how did the referee see Gunther coming inside the ring? I don't know. Caster and Vinci double team Otis as Gunther watches on. Chad Gable turns. Chad Gable runs down for the save, but Imperium clears the ring. Gunther stands on the apron and smiles at Gable before walking off. The crowd chants for Gable. Not much, not much of a match with Otis and Louis Caster. Replay our showing of JD McDowell viciously attacking Sami Zayn backstage. Jackie Redman is outside the trainer's room. Cody Rhodes and World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins walked out. She asked if Sami Zayn will be able to go. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins will Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins both go to talk. Cody Rhodes allows Seth Rollins to take the interview and walks off. Seth Rollins says the doctors won't let Sami Zayn go. Seth Rollins doesn't know if he can trust Cody Rhodes. So this might be a 3-on-1. Worse. Shinsuke Nakamura walks up and says he saw what happened before offering his service. Seth Rollins says he respects Nakamura and allows him on the team. So you mean to tell me that um Shinsuke Nakamura, that Seth Rollins, no, I'm not Seth Rollins. So you mean to tell me that Shinsuke Nakamura can trust Seth Rollins? But watch Seth Rollins turns on. Watch Shinsuke Nakamura attack Seth Rollins. Watch I tell you. Oh, this promo was excellent. I love this promo. The Miz makes his way to the ring. We'll hear from him next. Commercial break. Replay on showing of some highlights from the Slim Jim SummerSlam Battle Royal. LA Knight eliminates the Miz before eliminating Sheamus to win the match. Now I'm glad LA Knight won the match at SummerSlam, but that match itself last night was terrible. The Miz is standing in the ring and doesn't look happy. If Miz asks if he's missing something, is something going on in his head? What happened to showing industry leader like him proper respect? He comes to Monday Night Raw to find a guy that the crowd loves in LA Knight. Yeah, Miz is a veteran locker room leader. When he first came to WWE a long time ago, he was tough respect. When you come into the locker room, you introduce yourself and shake hands with those that paved the way for you. LA Knight doesn't just throw him over the top rope. He didn't introduce himself to the Miz or shakes his hand. Miz is sick and tired of the lack of respect. LA Knight came LA Knight came out to a huge ovation. LA Knight stands in the ring and listens to the crowd buzzing for him. LA Knight says, "Let me talk to you." LA Knight says he thought they had a great introduction in the Battle Royal at SummerSlam. But if that didn't work, he introduced himself with everyone saying, LA Knight, yeah. LA Knight extends a hand, but Miz says no. LA Knight doesn't deserve to shake his hand. Miz says he's seen superstars like that, like LA Knight. He sees what was I? He says LA Knight doesn't. He said LA. Where was I? He said he didn't introduce himself to the Miz or shakes his hand. Miz is sick and tired of the lack of respect. LA Knight comes out to a huge ovation. LA Knight stands in the ring and listens to the crowd buzzing for him. LA Knight says, "Let me talk to you." LA Knight says he thought they had a great introduction in a battle royal at SummerSlam. But if that didn't work, he introduced himself with everyone saying, LA Knight, yeah. LA Knight stands his hand, but Miz says no. LA Knight doesn't deserve to shake his hand. Miz says he's seen superstars like LA Knight comes into WWE trying to ride his coattails. If you take away from the Miz, taking away everything you get LA Knight. LA Knight is a flash in the pan, the favorite of the month. The people love him, for for the next 5 months because he is. LA Knight is just an attitude era fanboy playing crossplay in his ring. The tiny you know what chant picks up. LA Knight's some is there will be no handshakes and warns Miz not to take this personally. Miz says he's taking everything personally since being of his career when he was thrown out of the locker room. The thrown has been taken personally since being his career when he was thrown out of the locker room. Miz has been doing this for 20 years. What has LA Knight done? LA Knight's Sir Miz, this is personal. LA Knight has been making himself a dangerous man for 20 years. He's been clawing and scratching, doing all the right things from the outside looking in as the company put their money behind the wrong horse. The Miz includes LA Knight waiting for the right opening. Here is Miz with a 20-year head start. Miz got a head start because he's safe. They knew they could smack him around and kick him out of the locker room. Miz took the line of LA Knight. Weren't ready to take a chance on him yet. He's a dangerous man. They knew if you wanted to smack him around and kick him out of the locker room, that it won't work. That's the difference between them. Still, Miz became a champion many times over. Good on him. Now, Miz's career is in the toilet, and LA Knight is on the climb. If Miz wants to make this personal, he doesn't mind making him a stepping stone. LA Knight will walk over Miz to the main event where he belongs. Miz says he is the main event. LA Knight is not on his level. LA Knight says he's looking him in the eye. If not on Miz level, he can prove him wrong. Miz takes off his jacket. It says Miz goes get his jacket before throwing it in LA Knight's face. Miz attack LA Knight and goes for his Skull Crusher finale, but LA Knight counters into a blunt force trauma. Miz knocks unconscious by the BFT has his hand shaken by LA Knight. LA Knight walks off. That was a good promo by LA Knight and Miz, but LA Knight was cooking the Miz. That's all I gotta say. Surprisingly good segment with Miz and LA Knight. LA Knight is super over, but Miz was quietly fired up tonight. That was some of the best stuff Miz has done in a while. It looked like LA Knight is getting the we're giving you a real shot. Smarter smarter pack by facing Miz. So we get the Viking Raiders of Valhalla say they're coming and scarfing into the gods. The Viking Raiders make their way to the ring with Valhalla commercial break. More headlines steaming from SummerSlam and Rogers media outlets are shown. The New Day will answer the challenge of the Viking Raiders. Kofi Kingston is back being out with the ankle injury. So we get a tag team match. The Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar come by Valhalla versus the New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. Now this tag team match was this was a quick tag team match. Well, this was a solid tag team match. Xavier Woods will start against Eric. Xavier Woods Xavier Woods chops and uppercuts him before closeouting him in the corner. Kofi Kingston tags and Kofi Kingston tags and kicks Eric in the face. Well, in the face, Xavier Woods hits Eric with a back suplex. Kingston splashed him for a 2 count. Kingston and Woods hit a some tandem offense, and Xavier Woods picks up the 2 count. Eric shows Woods back, but Woods kicks him. While Holland distracts Woods, Woods jumps over Eric, and Eric takes Woods down. Ivar tags in. They pull Kingston into the ring, and Ivar hits him with a spin kick of doom. Woods is slammed, and Ivar splashes him off the top rope for a near fall. Ivar knocks Woods to the corner and tags Eric in. The Viking Raiders club Woods down and taunts the crowd. Ivar tags in and takes Xavier Woods down before digging his forearm into his face. Eric back in, and they turn Woods inside out with a knee to the midsection. Eric knees Xavier Woods to the face for a 2 count. Eric applies a chin lock, but Xavier Woods fights up and pulls him off. Eric pulls Xavier Woods on the apron. Woods knocks Ivar off and hits Eric with a tornado DDT. Kingston tags in to a big ovation. Ivar also tags in. Kingston hits a springboard clothesline, followed by some chops. Kingston drop kicks him, and hits a leaping clothesline. Kofi Kingston splashes Ivar in the corner before hitting a crossbody block. Kingston hits the ropes and hits the boom drop. Ivar ducks a trouble in paradise. Kingston avoids his spin kick of doom and hits Ivar with the SOS for a near fall. Kingston charges, but Ivar counters with a seated senton. Eric tags in and knees Kingston in the face for a near fall. Eric goes for a powerbomb, but Kingston counters with a hurricanrana. Kingston then kicks Ivar down. Xavier Woods tags in. Kingston hits Ivar with a trouble in paradise before hitting Eric with a somersault senton. Xavier Woods then hits Ivar with a limit break for the win. Okay, the winner of the match, the New Day. This was a solid tag team match. Great to see the New Day back, particularly Kofi Kingston being fully recovered from the ankle surgery. I'm not sure feeding feeding them the Viking Raiders was a great move, but there are not a lot of tag teams. Becky Lynch is backstage with Byron Saxton, but Shayna Baszler interrupts. Shayna Baszler says she didn't need Becky Lynch's help. She can score the settle. She has a score to settle and will become for and she will be coming for the man. Becky Lynch says she's looking forward to it. This was random. That was random. Tonight's main event, we'll see World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins team with Shinsuke Nakamura and Cody Rhodes to take on Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and NXT North American Champion Dominic Mysterio of the Judgment Day. Commercial break. Replay on showing of the return of the New Day and their defeat of the Viking Raiders. The New Day is celebrating before being confused by the presence of Jackie Redmond. They don't know they know what she's doing was going to ask. It feels great to be back. That's Goss and this tag team division and are back because New Day rocks. As first reported by TMZ, Sonya Deville tore her ACL and is out indefinitely. New WWE Women's Tag Team Champions will need to be crowned. The WWE Women's Tag Team the WWE Women's Tag Team title is such a cursed champion. But I hope Sonya Deville get well soon. The Judgment Day makes their entrance. There looks a lot of tensions as Damian Priest walks far from the front of Finn Balor. The friggin' begin some solidarity. They bump fists. Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley whispers something in Dominic's mysterious ear. All of a sudden, Raquel Rodriguez attacks Ripley from behind. Raquel Rodriguez sends Ripley into the barricade and punches away at her before officials pull her away. Rhea Ripley jumps at Raquel Rodriguez. She's pulled back. Candice LeRae and Eddie Hartwell run down to help, but Rhea Ripley throws them away. Rhea Ripley boots Raquel Rodriguez down and clothesline and continues to attack. Candice LeRae and Eddie Hartwell attack Rhea Ripley. Referees and the other officials run down and finally restore order. Rhea Ripley is irate. Commercial break. Replay on showing of Bianca Belair pinning Asuka to win the WWE Women's Champion at SummerSlam this past Saturday. Bianca Belair was instantly fighting with one leg. After that victory, Io Sky catches in, Money in the Bank and won the WWE Women's Championship. Now I like how Bianca Belair sold that injury, and Io Sky cashes in to win the women's world champ, the women's WWE Women's Champion. I love that. I love that. So we get a 6-man tag team match. The Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, the North American Champion, Dirty Dom, and Nick Mysterio, accompanied by Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley, versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, Shinsuke Nakamura, and World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins. Okay, this main event right here, this was this main event. I can say this was okay for what it was. That's all I gotta say. It was just okay for what it was. Finn Balor will start against Shinsuke Nakamura, but Damian Priest tags himself in before anything happens. Finn Balor and Damian Priest arguably stare at each other. Dominic Mysterio attacks and off Damian Priest steps in between them. Nakamura takes Dominic Mysterio down and drops a knee for a two count. Nakamura sends Dominic Mysterio in the ropes, but Dominic Mysterio puts the brakes on and gets out of the ring. Nakamura gets in position and shouts, "Come on, Judgment Day!" The Judgment Day stand at ringside and stare at him. Commercial break. Back from commercial, Dominic Mysterio gets in the ring and circles around Nakamura before getting out of the ring. Finn Balor, who had blind tag in, attacks Nakamura, punches him down in the corner. Nakamura avoids an avalanche knees hit him, knees him in the ribs. Cody Rhodes tags in the American Nightmare. Um, hold on. It says it right here. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go back. We're in the main event. I'm sorry. It says let me find it. Um it says right here. It says it says it says hold on, let me start over. It says Finn Balor will start against Nakamura. Nakamura but Damian Priest tags himself in before anything happens. Finn Balor and Damian Priest arguably stare at each other. Dominic Mysterio tags in off Damian Priest and steps between them. Nakamura takes Mysterio. Nakamura takes Dominic Mysterio down and drops a knee for a two count. Nakamura sends Mysterio into the ropes, but Mysterio puts the brakes on and gets out of the ring. Nakamura gets in position and shouts, come on, the Judgment Day stands ringside and stares at him. Commercial break. Back from commercial. Back from commercial. Mysterio gets in the ring and circles around Nakamura before getting out of the ring. Finn Balor, who had blonde tag in and attacked Nakamura, had a blonde tag. I was right there. It says Finn Balor had. It says um, Finn Balor who had a blonde tag and attacked Nakamura, punching him down in the corner. That's that part I was at. Nakamura avoids an avalanche and knees him in the ribs. Cody Rhodes tags in the American Nightmare, punches Balor before whipping him into the ropes and hitting a kitchen sink knee to the midsection. Cody Rhodes twists the arm and snaps it over his shoulders. Cody Rhodes stares at Seth Rollins before tagging Nakamura back in. Nakamura wrenches Balor's arm and takes him down. The picture-in-picture ends here with more commercials continue to play. Back from the break, we see Finn Balor drop kick Nakamura in the face for a two count. Finn Balor applies a front face lock. Damian Priest puts his hands out, and Finn Balor virtuously tags him in. Damian Priest kicks Nakamura and Finn Balor attacks Damian Priest. And Finn Balor attacks. Damian Priest kicks Nakamura in the midsection, and Finn Balor follows up with a bicycle kick. Damian Priest applies a chin lock and takes Nakamura down. Nakamura fights up, but Damian Priest rocks him with a punch. Damian Priest has a leaping elbow and taps Finn Balor in. Finn Balor hits a slingshot stomp. Dominic Mysterio tags in and hits a slingshot senton a live Eddie Guerrero, Finn Balor and Damian Priest tag in. Finn Balor hits a backbreaker, and Damian Priest follows up with a leg drop for a 2 count. The crowd chants, "Dom is a loser." Nakamura kick has a kick block, but he comes back with an insecurity. World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins tag in. Seth Rollins knocks Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio off the apron. Seth Rollins jumps over Damian Priest and hits a sling blade. Seth Rollins goes for a suplex, but Damian Priest fights it. Seth Rollins fights back and hits a Falcon Arrow for a 2 count. Damian Priest rolls out of the ring to recover. Seth Rollins hits the ropes and hits Damian Priest with a suicide dive. Finn Balor puts Damian Priest in the back in the ring and hits Finn Balor with a suicide dive. Seth Rollins goes to the apron and goes for a springboard, but Damian Priest punches him out of midair. Damian Priest hits a flatliner and throws Seth Rollins out of the ring. Finn Balor tags in and hits a woo jaw kick into the barricade. Commercial break. Back from commercial, Finn Balor puts Seth Rollins in the ring and applies an arm lock. Finn Balor clinches it and is trying to tenderize the shoulder. Is working over at SummerSlam. This past Saturday, Seth Rollins fights up and hits a jawbreaker. Finn Balor quickly comes back with an additional stretch. Rhea Ripley wrenches intensely from ringside. Seth Rollins fights out, but Finn Balor managed to tag in. Damian Priest stops Seth Rollins from making the tag and takes him down. Rhea Ripley happily claps at ringside. Damian Priest stands Seth Rollins up and stuns him with a right hand. Damian Priest punches away at him in the corner. The referee backs Damian Priest up, so Finn Balor gets a cheap shot in and chokes Seth Rollins. Damian Priest pulls Seth Rollins to the center of the ring. Way back, Cody Rhodes and Nakamura and punches Seth Rollins in the ropes. Damian Priest sends Seth Rollins into the ropes, but he lowers his head and eats a kick. Damian Priest stops Seth Rollins from making a tag. Seth Rollins tries to fight away, but Damian Priest traps his arm and hits a clothesline for a 2 count. Dominic Mysterio tags in and chokes Seth Rollins on the middle rope. We come back from the final break of the evening to see Riri punch Seth Rollins in the face. As the referee is distracted, Dominic Mysterio tries to three amigos, but stops after two to knock Nakamura off the apron. Seth Rollins then turns him inside out with a clothesline. Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor tag in. Cody Rhodes clotheslines him and hits Damian Priest with a his Damian Priest. Cody Rhodes clotheslines Finn Balor and uppercuts him. Cody Rhodes hits Damian Priest with a disaster kick and catches Finn Balor with a snap power slam. Cody Rhodes goes for a crossroads, but Finn Balor counters Cody Rhodes, knees him, and goes for a Cody Cutter. But Finn Balor counters into a falling elbow drop for a 2 count. Cody Rhodes kicks him in the face and hits Cody Cutter. He's a Cody Cutter. Dominic Mysterio breaks up the pin. Nakamura runs in and kicks Dominic Mysterio out of the ring. Damian Priest kicks Nakamura away. Seth Rollins then knocks Damian Priest out of the ring. Seth Rollins hits the ropes for a suicide dive. But Finn Balor clotheslines him over the top rope. Cody Rhodes sets up for crossroads, but Rhea Ripley gets on the apron to distract the referee. Damian Priest then hits Cody Rhodes in the back with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Damian Priest hands Finn Balor the Money in the Bank briefcase. All of a sudden, Sami Zayn attacks Damian Priest from behind. Sami Zayn sends Damian Priest. It says Sami Zayn sends Damian Priest over the commentary table. Sami Zayn elbows is all taped up. Finn Balor goes to hit Seth Rollins with a briefcase, but Seth Rollins super kicks it into his face. Cody Rhodes hits Finn Balor with a crossroads for the victory. The winner of the match, Cody Rhodes, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Seth freaking Rollins. This main event was okay for what it was. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and Nakamura and Sami Zayn stand tall in the ring as the Judgment Day looks fiercely at them from ringside. Cody Rhodes tries to celebrate with Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins doesn't trust him. Sami Zayn steps between them and raise their arms. Seth Rollins pulls away and knocks Cody Rhodes' arm down. Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes then shake hands and celebrates. All of a sudden, Shinsuke Nakamura wipes out Seth freaking Rollins. About freaking time with a King shouts out. Nakamura walks off as Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn looks confused and upset. Nakamura takes a deep breath and walks off as the crowd starts to boo. And Monday Night Raw goes off the air. Okay, um, like I mentioned earlier, now WWE Monday Night Raw was a boring show, and I give it a 4 out of 10. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE Raw review and highlights, please give this video a big fat thumbs up. Comment down below what are your thoughts on Monday Night Raw, because Monday Night Raw was a boring show and I give it a 4 out of 10. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please full watch the video before you connect with me the right way. Also, turn on post notifications to get notified when I premiere a brand new video or go live on YouTube Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Follow my social media, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. Follow my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord, and Threads down below in the description. And I will see you guys tomorrow for my WWE NXT review and highlights. This your boy, bigboyfactsjonnytv. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang.